More communities are slipping into the hands of armed bandits in Zamfara State, and people now live at their mercy. Residents of Mutumji communities in Maru Local Government Area of the state have reportedly paid 40.7 million naira as protection levy to bandits. They said they delivered 9.7 million naira to the bandits on the 4th of February as at the last installment of the levy collected from various peasant communities in the area. This came after the bandits sacked a military base in the area 6 months ago, killing 9 Air Force, 2 police and 1 army personnel. Jide, this is unbelievable. So our people are now paying money
that we are paying. Which one?
The money now that the levy, they were reportedly levied 40.7 million naira, and they want to go and deliver 9.7 million naira.
Being the final installment.
Final installment.
And they agreed.
Are we at war?
Oh, even people at war, do they levy them? They don't levy them. This is an unusual situation. This is an unusual situation. These bandits simply want to make money. They simply want to make money. It's about money. It's not.
And government cannot guarantee.
As long as once they sack a military base, they've sent a direct message to you people that look, these guys can't protect you. If you want protection, come and pay for it. This is what Dogo Gide and his people have been doing. This is what other bandit groups levying peasant farmers in farming communities is not a new thing.
You know, what does it take?
It's now in places where it was not common. In Kebbi, the people resisted them and they paid with their lives. They killed 88 people in one day. In some parts, in even Katsina, people are already used to paying them. So it's not a matter
to overrun a military base.
If see, military bases have different levels of protection. People think that, oh, because these guys are soldiers,
that's what
they can win. They can win any war, or they can be confronted by
ragtag civil.
See, stop! Don't call them ragtag. Anyone who can handle GPMG, who can fire RPGs, because you see them hanging them, that person has a level of training. Some of these people that they are using, they are mercenaries. People came from Chad who had been involved in the civil war in Chad. You know, Boko Haram too uses them. So you see them, you say they are ragtag. They have training in weapons handling. Once you have training in weapons handling, nobody should underrate you. Do they not? The other day they snatched, what was it called? This boy snatched an armored vehicle of the army. And you saw them driving it by themselves. If you do not, can you as a person now jump into an armored tank or an armored personnel carrier and begin to drive it? So some of them, a lot of them are rogue elements who left the military. Maybe they were dismissed from the military. They have some level of training. Boko Haram once sent some of their men to Somalia to get training from Al-Shabaab. So they will come back and we will say they are ragtag. So before our eyes, ragtag will be dislodging army bases because they have training and they have weapons. So back to what I was saying, military bases have different levels of protection. When Burate saw that Boko Haram was overrunning military bases with ease, what did he do? He created what you call the super camps. The super camps will have more weapons and more men. What he was doing was some of those small military bases in communities, he collapsed them into the super camps. So the super camps were now very difficult to overrun. Not that they were not being overrun. Some were still overrun. It's on record that some super camps were overrun. But it was not as easy as it used to be back then. But the implication was that some communities were now left unprotected. So when I say level of protection, I'm talking about the level of military hardware available at those military bases. Before these boys launch an attack, they will have done some level of recce of their own. They will now know that, okay, if we send 100 fighters, about 50 of them with RPG, some with GPMG, and some with either AK-47 or AK-49, we can easily overrun these people. They overrun military bases, even in Niger. Because some of those military bases are just small bases, you know, where you can offer some level of protection to residents of those communities. But if they come with so much force, they can overrun. So it's not a new thing. The other day in Bringing Quarry, they slaughtered our soldiers. Those boys were even attacked in their sleep. So these things can happen. These things can happen. Those boys can overrun a military base. It depends on how big it is or how fortified it is. So this is the thing. Especially those ones in remote areas, they usually do not have the kind of weapons available to the military bases in the urban or semi-urban centers. So this is why this is about taking money. It's all the bandit leaders get into this kind of negotiation.
Something that the federal government of Nigeria should be ashamed of.
Yes, federal government.
If their primary aim is responsibility of protection of lives and property.
If there is another word I can use that is worse than ashamed, then I will use it.
And our people, in spite of the poverty in the land.
Exactly, because what it simply means is that these bandits have set up another government within a sovereign state. Now they are now collecting
their own FIRS.
Their levy. Okay, yes, thank you very much. They have their own FIRS and all of that. And then people are helpless. And I will not blame the communities for agreeing to this. Actually, in this community, it was even the bandits that initiated it, because they started kidnapping them, robbing them, and all of that. They initiated it's like a peace move.
Offering.
Peace offering. Okay, if you want us to stop harassing you, stop kidnapping, stop killing you, stop kidnapping your people for ransom.
Okay, I saw this video and I got curious that this particular person, maybe they know him in the community. They just allowed him to just pass. Maybe
it's possible.
Maybe he has paid.
Exactly.
They just allowed it for everybody. Nobody harassed him. But just imagine a strange vehicle attempting to pass.
I think they just shot this thing for propaganda to show that, look, we are
on ground.
We are not being defeated. Sheikh Gumi boasted that you cannot use military might to defeat them. These boys have come out now. Their main goal is to show themselves. I don't think they came out to harass. They just wanted to show that, look, see, we are here. This is, and you see their array of weapons. At least you know that they have, they can protect themselves to a certain level.
So they became more daring here after sacking a military base. They are sending a message that, look, here we are on ground. And like I want to buttress what Jide said about the fact that we call them ragtag, maybe because of the way they look, because of the way they dress. But the truth of the matter is, this is what they are living for. They've done their own capacity building, so to speak. They have done their training, just the way you as a journalist you train yourself to become better. And every professional does. This is their own profession, so to speak. So they live by the gun. The gun is their tool. All those weapons they carry. So
they get familiar with it.
They get familiar with it, and they go.
Have you not seen a Fulani woman who was shown? I think maybe a Fulani woman from Mali or somewhere who was shown firing an AK-47. So and even some children could fire an AK-47. It's the level of training. But you, if you had never handled it, if they give the gun to you, in the attempt to fire, you can fall down.
It's true now, because you are not used to it. It's not your life.
To fall down.
It's not your life.